So here's where we're at. Let me just bring them over. So especially as far as the valve covers go, wow, those things really shine in the light. Let me get them out. Welcome back to the Workbench, where we try to make things. And what we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's 1971 Olds 442, or what we're calling the Faux 42. Basically a Cutlass that's been turned into a Faux 42. And where we're at right now is, well, we got parts in on Friday. So that's allowed me to now completely finalize, or pretty much finalize, I shouldn't say completely, pretty close to completely finalize the interior. So I was able to, if we take a close look in here, I was able to get the harness in on the driver's seat like we've been talking about. So I've got a 5-point harness kind of put in here. And then also doing lap belts on, well, basically it's, 4 other locations. So we have the lap belts up front. Hopefully you guys can see this. And then we have 3 sets of lap belts in back. I kind of went to the research department again, and yeah, there were 3 sets of belts, or 3 people could sit in the back bench. So I went ahead and put in 3 sets, just kind of put them in there amongst the trash, amongst the finished McDonald's meal that's been thrown in the back. But that's got that finished up. And then I also went ahead and got in the steering wheel. Hopefully you can see that there. I'm trying to paint it up. I'm still kind of touching up the paint a little bit on it, but I wanted to paint it up to basically look like a Grant steering wheel from back in the day, like you would go pick up at the parts house. And I went gray. I went gray with the grip, or the padded part of the steering wheel. One, because that's the color of the Grant wheel I had when I was a kid. And the reason it was that color is because that's what was hanging on the wall at the parts house. You didn't have a whole lot of choice. So that's kind of why I did it here too. Because obviously you most likely would put a black wheel in unless all you have access to is a gray one. So I went with gray, and I think it looks pretty good. I kind of like how that turned out. And that's pretty well, I think, got the interior done. I still want to scuff up, and I meant to do it and kind of forgot. I still want to scuff up the top side of this door card here, kind of where the window's at, where your arm would kind of, you'd have your arm hanging out the window there. So I'm going to weather that up yet. Need to do that. We also still need our speaker grills in the back. So I definitely want to put a couple of speaker grills back here, because we definitely would have tunes. If we're early 20s and turning grandma's car into a 442, we'd also have some speakers in it, that when we go cruising on Saturday night, we can play some tunes. So I need to get those put in yet. And then the other thing I wanted to mention that I want to do, I guess, to this unit, I don't know what we want to call this, it's because it's the interior tub plus the fender wells. So I need to finish out in here. And something I wanted to do, and I have the battery, I don't have it on me, of course, but we have a new 90s style battery I'm going to put in it. But what I was thinking about doing, and I was going to get you guys input on this, I was thinking about adding a little bit of rust, kind of rusting out the battery tray a little bit, because that's what they did. They were always rusted out. Now I don't want to go too far, but just to make it look a little bit rusty. And I even thought about going as far as adding a little gray primer or something, where it's tried to been, it's been fixed up and then rusted again kind of deal, and then have the battery sitting on that. That was something I was thinking about doing here in the engine bay, or at least the part of the engine bay we have here. There are a lot of lines and wires and stuff like that we're going to be putting in here, but that's to come, like our brake lines, and then we have to have our overflow tank hose, and we have AC heater lines and AC lines and all that going in. Anyways, but that'll be going in later. Other than that, I think that's pretty well got the interior done. Let me see if I can kind of turn this, make sure you guys can kind of see what we got going on. Let me know if there's anything you think you would add to it, or do to it. I did want to point out, I got the shoulder straps on the harness. They kind of just wrap around this cross bar, the bar here, like they're connected. You can look through the back window. I've had this in the body, and you can look through the back window and see those. So I made sure and kind of wrap them like they're connected up on the back side of the bar there. Other than that, I don't know. Let me know what you think. But we also got our motor parts in, and so this is what I've done. This is where We've been going back and forth on how, trying to put an aftermarket intake on it. Basically a motor that the top end's been built on, right? Built up on. That was kind of the thought I was, because that's what you do. You change out the intake, you throw a cam in it, you put a carb on it, chrome valve covers, chrome air cleaner, call it a day. I think it's just because of the width of these intakes on the Buicks, Pontiacs, Oldsmobiles, especially this Oldsmobile, nothing looked right. So I went ahead and just put in the stock intake, which I think will be fine. That'll look fine. I had this carburetor that I put on it. This is a 3D printed carburetor that I had painted up and put on there. And then we need to put air cleaner and valve covers on. And I can show you, we've got a couple. So here's where we're at. Let me just bring them over. So especially as far as the valve covers go, wow, those things really shine in the light. Let me get them out of the, let me get the glare off of them there. I went back to the research department, and all the chrome valve covers I found for, like, we owned a 455 today, and we wanted valve covers. They look like stock valve covers in our chrome. Now they would say Edelbrock on them, or they had whatever, but they looked like the stock valve covers. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to use the stock valve covers, the valve covers and stuff that we bought, that I bought in. We'll use those on another project. So anyways, I'm just doing them chrome. I mean, that's really what they look like. Now we have two options. We have two options now, because I had a great comment about the air cleaner. I'll try to remember. Editing Tim, put the comment down below. Hopefully I remembered. Let me know if I did down in the comments. But it was a great comment about putting one of the what do you call them? Like the injector intakes. One of the ones that you have on a supercharger, but it's not on a supercharger. It's just sitting on a carburetor. I remember, and he's right. Back in the day, I remember seeing those all the time, especially on T-buckets. People would do them all the time. You'd have the exposed motor, and then you'd have that what looks like, what I always call just the blower intake. So that's something we could do. I'm kind of thinking about, should we do that? Like, it's like, because I'm a stupid kid, trying to make it look cool, throws that kind of air cleaner on it. Or I also went ahead and painted up the Edelbrock. Let me get the glare off of it. Also, we'll just do it chrome and just have a nice chrome intake. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the description. I'm kind of going back and forth. I personally this is what I would have done. And kind of the idea of this car was, if I owned this when I was 22, what would I do with that mindset I had when I was 22? I would put an open air cleaner. Well, that's what I did. I put an open air cleaner. But I'm intrigued by the injector scoop. That's kind of I don't know. That kind of, it's because I just remember that. That really jogged a memory when I read that comment. Like, I remember dudes doing that and thinking it was cool, and me going, I don't get it. You don't have a blower. Like, it's not sitting on top of a big, yes, but I remember it. So I don't know. Maybe something we'll do. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Let me know what you think so far about the motor. I think it's going to look good. And the AC compressor is going to work fine. The alternator is going to fit fine. Like, everything's going to fit fine by using stock valve covers, stock intake. And then we've just got we'll do the carburetor in an air cleaner to make it look more the part, I guess. But I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the, like I said, down in the comments. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the hype button. There's a hype button. Hit that. I think it helps. I don't know. Do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.